city, hidden in Africa, a civilization time tried to erase opening scene, wind howling over ancient stone ruins, drone shots of endless stone walls fading into mist. Narrator, deep cinematic tone. In the heart of southern Africa, hidden deep within rolling hills and golden grasslands, lies a city that should not exist. No mortar, no written records, no clear explanation, just stone, carefully stacked upon stone, forming walls that rise like the memory of a forgotten civilization. For centuries, explorers refused to believe what they were seeing, because if this city was real, then everything they thought they knew about ancient Africa would need to be rewritten. This is the story of the lost city of Great Zimbabwe. Segment 1, The First Encounter. Narrator. When European explorers first came across these ruins in the 16th and 17th centuries, they were stunned. Massive stone walls stretched across the landscape, some over 11 meters high, no mud, no cement, just perfectly fitted granite blocks. They called it a mystery. And then they tried to explain it away. For years, many refused to believe Africans built it at all. Some claimed it must have been built by ancient Phoenicians, Arabs, or even lost biblical civilizations. But the stones told a different story, a story far older and far more powerful. Segment 2, The Kingdom Behind the Stones. Narrator, modern archaeology now confirms that this ancient marvel is Great Zimbabwe, built between the 11th and 15th centuries. It was the capital of a powerful African kingdom, often called the Kingdom of Zimbabwe. At its peak, it may have housed up to 18,000 people. It was not just a city, it was a political center, a trade hub, and a symbol of wealth and power in medieval Africa. Segment 3, A City Built Without Modern Tools. Narrator. What makes Great Zimbabwe extraordinary is not just its size, but its construction. The entire city was built using a technique called dry stone masonry, carefully shaped granite blocks stacked without mortar. Even today, the precision is astonishing. Some walls curve smoothly like waves frozen in time. Others form enclosures so tight they feel defensive, almost intentional, almost strategic. At the center stands the Great Enclosure, one of the largest ancient stone structures in sub-Saharan Africa. And yet, no written blueprint survives. No clear explanation of how the design was passed down, only stone and silence. Segment 4, The Mystery of Wealth. Narrator. Great Zimbabwe was not isolated, it was deeply connected to global trade networks. Archaeologists have found evidence of trade goods from as far away as China, Persia, and the Middle East. Glass beads, porcelain, gold artifacts. This suggests that the city was once a powerful trading empire. Gold mined from nearby rivers was likely exchanged for luxury goods from across the Indian Ocean. But one question remains: how did a city deep in southern Africa become part of a global economy over 700 years ago? Segment 5, The Myths and Misconceptions. Narrator. For decades, colonial writers refused to accept that Africans built Great Zimbabwe. Instead, they created theories that it was built by lost white civilizations, that it was the work of ancient traders from distant myths, that it was too advanced to be African, but there was no evidence, only bias. Eventually, archaeological research proved what local Shona oral traditions had always said. Great Zimbabwe was built by African ancestors, a civilization with knowledge, skill, and vision. Segment 6, Theories of Collapse. Narrator. Around the 15th century, Great Zimbabwe began to decline. But why? No single answer exists. Some historians believe the city collapsed due to overpopulation and resource depletion. Others suggest shifts in trade routes caused economic decline. Some point to environmental changes, droughts that made farming unsustainable, and some believe political fragmentation weakened the kingdom from within. But none of these theories fully explain why the city was abandoned. No catastrophic war, no clear destruction, just silence. Segment 7, The Spiritual Dimension. Narrator. To local communities, Great Zimbabwe is not just ruins, it is sacred ground. The name Zimbabwe itself is believed to come from Dzimba Dzamabve, meaning houses of stone. Some oral traditions say the site was once home to powerful spiritual leaders who communicated with ancestors. Even today, certain areas are considered sacred and are treated with deep respect. For many, the city was never truly lost, it was simply left behind. Segment 8, What We Still Don't Understand. Narrator. Despite decades of research, many questions remain unanswered. Why was the city built in such